Good morning, Chairman and members of the committee. My name is Kelli Inabnet, and I live in Ascension Parish with my two children, Delaney and Aiden. I'm here today to speak on behalf of my son Aiden and the other children who have developmental disabilities, who would greatly benefit from the TEFRA Medicaid state plan option. You can make TEFRA a reality with only $8.4 million in state general funds. When Aiden was 2 years old, he was diagnosed with autism. We lived in Mississippi at the time, where he was eligible for TEFRA Medicaid because of his developmental disability, and our income was never a factor. At the time, our health insurance allowed 20 visits a year for PT and related therapies, which we would exhaust within a couple of months. His Medicaid coverage allowed him to continue PT, OT, and speech. Medicaid also covered his developmental pediatrician, who closely monitored his progress. We paid for his extensive ABA therapy out of pocket because it was not covered by insurance, and it was not federally mandated back then. To pay for therapy, we downsized our house by half and sold most of our belongings. We were a two-income family, but we lived on one. My full-time nursing income paid straight for his ABA therapy. Without fully understanding the 2008 Louisiana Autism Insurance Reform Law, we thought moving here would bring financial relief to our family after paying for ABA therapy for so many years. Unfortunately, our self-insured employers excluded autism, so our medical coverage did not meet his needs. Schools do not provide ABA or behavioral support, so he has lost most of his skills, most of his language, and behaviors have developed. The most difficult challenge has been losing Medicaid coverage. In Louisiana, there is no TEFRA option, so Medicaid eligibility was based on our income. Not having therapy is why he has regressed. Without secondary Medicaid, we are not able to afford the additional therapies required for Aiden to maintain, much less progress. The system has failed him. The older Aiden gets, the options grow few and far between. I continue to work for a company that is self-insured, and autism remains excluded from my insurance policy. If he had TEFRA, he would be receiving ABA as well as other therapies. He would be looking at a much better future than he is today. To make matters worse, his father is deceased, so our income is even more limited. I am also limited in which jobs I'm able to take. My current job allows me to work in my profession and be at home, which has become a necessity since he is no longer in school all day because of the lack of support. So I come before you today and ask that you please appropriate $8.4 million in state general funds for fiscal year 2020 to fund and implement the TEFRA Medicaid state plan option to give our children a fair chance to receive the services they desperately need.
Thank you, ma'am.